Sergeant, sorry to interrupt. What's your sergeant also? Oh, can I ask you a question?
What?
Do you have permission from the Chief Constable to operate covert surveillance on me at the moment?
I'll have a clear look at who you are.
Okay, so could you tell me what...
Watch this man pull out police law word for word, right to an inspector's face, calling out that his body cam was secretly recording without any warning given. The inspector has no answer and the silence says it all. This is not even the most intense moment in this video. This is just where it starts. What follows is a full breakdown of rights, a direct challenge on why innocent people are being asked for their personal details on the street, a shocking handcuff revelation from just days before this was filmed, and a conversation that 18,000 people witnessed live that forced officers to admit things they never planned on saying out loud. Stay with this from the very beginning because every single part builds on the last, and if you skip ahead you will miss exactly how this auditor dismantles the entire interaction piece by piece without raising his voice even once.
I don't really know why. How come you guys are coming out of the council building?
Sorry?
How come you guys are coming out of the council building?
We're based here. It's a tri-service building.
Oh, I just thought that was the station and that was council.
Can I help you with anything?
No, just having a look around.
What are you up to today?
Just having a look around.
Can I get your name?
What for?
Just asking you who you are.
Can I have yours?
Yes. Sergeant Tyler.
No. Oh, okay, there you go, your name. Well, no, I haven't done anything for me to give you my name.
But as you
But...
can imagine, when people see things, people filled in police stations, you just need to come and just see what's going on.
Sorry, when people what, sorry?
Filming the police station.
So who saw me filming the police station?
Well, there's a police car that pulled in.
Yeah, oh, there's guys that have been following me. How did they know that I was filming though? Because I wasn't actually filming when they first
Well,
passed me.
you had a camera.
Yeah, so am I not allowed to have a camera?
Yeah, I'm not saying you haven't.
So I don't understand why you've come out to me then, with all due respect. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but if I'm allowed to have a camera and I'm not breaking the law, I'm a little uncertain as to why you're speaking to me and asking for my name.
You walked for the barrier of the police station.
No, I haven't. I walked towards this sign over here when I was talking about trading standards. That's why I came from that curb over there to here. If I was going towards the gate, I would have crossed from that curb to there and then gone up to the gate.
Yeah,
But I
fine,
did.
sir. I've just been asked to come out and speak to you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I feel like you're trying to lead my answer. Like you insinuated that I was walking towards the gate when I absolutely did not walk towards the gate.
I can
So,
only do what I've been told
I
to
may
do.
walk towards the gate though at some point, which I would be allowed to do. So, but I haven't as of yet. Okay.
You understand once you go past the barrier, that's police ground, you understand that?
Is that not public ground?
No.
It's a police station though, right?
The barriers.
But it's a police station right there.
It's a police station, but
Yeah.
it's not a police station open to the public.
Okay.
And you want to go to reception
Yeah.
or something.
Sergeant, sorry to interrupt. What's your sergeant also? Oh, can I ask you a question?
Alright guys, this audit goes south real quick. A man walks up outside Gloucester Police Headquarters, solo, camera in hand, just observing and looking around like any member of the public would. Within minutes, officers are streaming out of the building demanding to know who he is. He refuses to give his name and stands his ground completely. Then they try to manipulate the situation by claiming he was walking toward the restricted gate, a claim he shuts down immediately with calm, precise logic. This is the moment the whole interaction kicks off, and trust me, it only gets more intense from here.
Do you have permission from the Chief Constable to operate covert surveillance on me at the moment?
I'll have a clear look at who you are.
Okay, so could you tell me why your body-worn camera is on and you haven't informed me? As per your codes of, as per your codes of practice, section 3.5.5, you will tell the member of the public when you activate your body-worn camera.
It's code of practice, you don't honestly have to do it.
No,
This is the first time
unless
I've
you're.
engaged with
I know, but if you activate your body-worn camera before you approach me, 3.5.6, it tells you that you have to tell me at the earliest opportunity. Section 3.5.5, if your body-worn camera is activated whilst you have already engaged with me, you are supposed to tell me before you activate it.
To be fair, you've been talking to my colleague before you even...
I know, and she's not recording me, you are, which is why I'm addressing you with that matter.
Hey, now that I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
I can, but I wasn't talking to you.
Well, would you
I'm talking to my colleague.
would you inform me then, please?
Yes, you've been recording body on camera.
All right, okay. Well, in that case, because you didn't inform me before, anything up until this point will be treated without prejudice, okay? Because you can't covertly record me without the express permission of the Chief Constable.
It's not covert.
It is.
Quite clearly on with a flashing light.
Well, what if I had partial vision?
Partial vision?
Yeah, what if I couldn't see properly?
How do you've got partial vision?
But you don't, which is exactly why you should tell me that is activated before.
Well, you're not doing anything criminal, are you?
No.
So, it's not going to be used.
But then, if I'm not doing anything criminal, what is the purpose and the necessity to record me? What is the necessity to even be speaking to me?
Because we have a report that someone's walking towards the police station, okay?
Yeah.
As you see, the barriers are here, so
Yeah.
it's a secure site.
Yeah.
It's not open to the public.
Yeah.
We just got to make sure there's nothing going on, no one's wanting to do anything untoward, okay?
Yeah.
Now watch this closely because this is where things get really interesting. The inspector steps forward and his body cam is already rolling, but he never once informed this guy before activating it. That is not just bad practice, that is a direct violation of the codes. He pulls out section 3.5.5 and 3.5.6 word for word, on the spot, without hesitation, demanding to know why he was not told the camera was on before the interaction began. The inspector tries to defend it by saying the light was flashing visibly. The response he gets back about partial vision stops the inspector completely in his tracks, and the body language says everything.
Explain to us that you're just walking around filming, you're on the public land, which is absolutely fine.
If I wish to go inside at any point, I absolutely will, as well, as is my rights under Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972. No, but
Hence the barriers.
yeah, I know, but it's open. I have public access. The public has access. Around the other side as well, there's actually a little arrow that points you into the visitor's car park, which has no gate. So that is accessible. And as you will know, being a police sergeant under Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972, I'm allowed in there.
Absolutely, I know that very well.
Yeah.
But as you can see,
So
that is secure with the gate.
yeah. So if it's secure, there's no issues.
Please listen to what I'm talking.
Well, you attempted to give me directives, etc.
This is secure.
I know, but what's that barrier to stop?
Because there's a security card right there.
I know, and I haven't attempted to go through this gate. I just explained to you that there is another gate around the corner, which is a visitor's entrance, which is open for visitors, and if I wish to go in there, I will absolutely.
Which gate you on right now?
Sorry?
Which gate you on right now?
If you go around there, you know you've got the little no entry gate, just the first little right turn. There's another right turn further on a road. I forget the name of the road, sorry. I think it begins with an E.
Edison Close.
Edison Close, that's the one, yeah. Yeah, so if you go up there, you can get into the car park round there, which is publicly accessible. So, I mean, I like police cars. I'm going to go and take a look at some of the police cars because we like them. Hopefully, I don't know if this guy, if there's anybody going to be coming out on any blue lights or anything, but that might be interesting to catch.
Make sure you get run over, okay? Don't get in the way because obviously.
I thought you said make sure to get run over then. I was going to say that's not very nice, is it?
I don't want you getting run over. It's too much bloody weight.
Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is.
If I was talking to you here like this, I'm doing paperwork. It ruins my day.
Yeah.
Probably ruin your day as well.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I mean?
It does. Well, I'm not. I've gone 36 years so far without getting knocked over, so I reckon I'd be. Nah, definitely not. So yeah, I reckon I'd be all right.
Okay.
He is not done yet. He flips the entire argument on its head and asks the one question they cannot easily answer. If he has done absolutely nothing criminal, what is the legal necessity to record him at all? The inspector is forced to admit the whole thing started from a vague report about someone simply being near the gate. That is it. That is the entire justification. He then calmly and confidently cites Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972, making it crystal clear that he has every legal right to enter the visitor's entrance if he chooses to. They have no solid ground left to stand on.
Well, obviously, we've explained our position, things why we come out here to make sure we don't have nothing untoward, okay? Because people do get a bit jumpy around police stations, people feel.
Why do you think that is?
Why?
Yeah.
There's so many different reasons because it is, like I said, it's a secure site, you've got barriers here.
Yeah.
Make sure you're not going to be committing any criminal damage to police cars.
Yeah.
Because people do that. We're having issues at the moment in one certain police station.
Okay. Which station is that?
We're not going to go into that right now. I don't have to explain to you, but nails are being left in the driveway causing damage to police vehicles.
Are they?
So we've got to make sure our property now is all secure.
Yeah. Well, it's our property, but I appreciate you looking after our property.
There you go then.
Yeah. There's another thing I wanted to raise though, because I mean, obviously you guys say that like is a little bit. I don't know if it makes you anxious or personally I think it's paranoia, the police not liking being filmed. That's only my opinion though. But I would have thought, given what's been all over the news recently with that police officer and what he done, I would have thought you guys would have been grateful of being filmed at every opportunity to show that actually, do you know what, we're not all like Wayne Cousins. We don't all abuse rights and take our position as and extend that beyond our kind of the reach that we've been given. So I don't really understand why the police aren't being like, yeah, do you know what? As many people with as many platforms as possible, come down, get us on film, let us show you that we are actually for the people.
Yeah, I take the view. Every job I go to these days, someone's having another thing.
Yeah.
And we are in the public. We get recorded. You're filming right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less.
That's good to hear.
Okay. Obviously, you're not doing anything towards. I'm not doing anything towards you. We've changed our positions.
Can you understand how it might be a little bit intimidating for a member of the public who's not doing anything wrong to then be approached by two sergeants and instantly asked for your name and stuff like that? You ask for personal details, which somebody who wasn't quite as versed.
The atmosphere starts shifting right here, and you can feel it. The inspector drops his guard slightly and admits straight out that he genuinely does not care about being filmed. The tension that was building starts to crack. But just as things ease up, he lands what might be the sharpest point of the entire interaction. After everything that exploded in the news about Wayne Couzens and what he did, why are police officers still uncomfortable around cameras? He argues that every decent officer out there should be actively welcoming the lens to prove to the public that they are nothing like him. It is a point that is very difficult to argue against.
In the law with me might have just put their hand straight in their pocket and offered you an ID, then you would have crimed it on your computer and they didn't actually do anything wrong. So, I mean, do you not think that that's a little intimidating? Well, I don't know. Why did you want my name? Yeah, but when I said, why do you want my name? You said because somebody said that you attempted to walk to the gate. So you wanted my name for a reason. All what I'm trying to understand is why police officers ask members of the public who haven't done anything wrong to give details they don't have to give. Like, what you should have done was informed me that you don't have to give me your name, legally speaking, but are you willing to give it to me? And I just feel like a little bit like you shouldn't be attempting to dupe members of the public who aren't as versed in the law.
Because we asked your name, you don't give it.
Yeah.
We didn't push you to it.
No, you didn't.
We didn't say you've got to give us your name.
No, I appreciate that as well.
What's your name? I don't have to give it.
I appreciate that, but you did violate my rights in this interaction by recording me without my not without my permission, sorry, but without letting me know. I mean, I appreciate I didn't let you know that I was recording, but I'm not governed by GDPR laws.
Well,
and
I'll
just
tell you what you want to do, okay? Like I said, I've got no issue recording me and the rest of it. If you want to make a complaint about that,
no, I'm not going to. No.
Go right ahead.
No.
Ahead of.
I think you think I'm being passive aggressive, and I'm not. I'm genuinely. A lot of people watch my videos. A lot of people are interested to know the answers to these questions. So I come here and I ask these questions so that we can get answers. I know it puts you on the spot, but let's face it. You accepted a job and obviously attained a rank where you at some point in your career, whether you do now or not, is I don't know you, but at some point you wanted to make a difference, no doubt. So, which is why, I come down and ask these questions, because it gives you the opportunity to say to 18,000 people straight away, actually, do you know what?
18,000?
Yeah. Straight away that actually, do you know what? We don't condone.
This part right here hits completely different, and every single person watching needs to pay attention to this. He breaks it down in the clearest possible way. When police approach innocent members of the public and ask for their name without making it clear that giving it is entirely voluntary, that is not just uncomfortable, that is a subtle form of manipulation. He makes the point that someone who does not know their rights would have reached straight into their pocket, handed over their ID, and ended up logged on a police database for doing absolutely nothing wrong whatsoever. That is the real danger hiding inside these everyday street interactions.
What Wayne Couzens did, we know it's disgraceful, we know it made us all look bad, we know that the reason why people and the police have such a disconnect is because of a barrage of bad police officers like that. It's beyond me why police officers don't come out after that and do everything they possibly can to try to bridge that gap between us and you. Because the very fact that it is us and you is disgraceful. I mean, I'm of the opinion we need a police force, but what we don't need is people like Wayne Couzens and all the other thousands of police officers that give the rest of you a bad name. Do you know what I mean? And again, come back to what I said just now, this is why I don't understand why police officers at the moment aren't grateful for the fact that people are recording them.
I can't answer for the police officers. Like I said, people won't record me, I don't care. Crack on. I do my job correctly.
Yeah, I don't question that for a second. Like, I mean, I'm not a police officer. I know it must be a difficult job. I get that.
Back in the day, when there's 4 cameras, you can see why people from that era might get a bit jumpy. I grew up in the era where everyone's got a mobile phone on that now. So
exactly. Well, Ray-Ban make sunglasses with a camera built in them.
Do they?
Yeah. So we're recorded literally all the time. So. Just Chief Inspector.
Inspector,
2 clips, yeah. I spoke to chief superintendent yesterday, a couple of days ago down at Gwent Police Headquarters. Yeah,
How'd that go for you?
Yeah, decent. He was a really nice guy actually. In fact, he went on to say that he hopes the interaction that I post online will make people have some faith in Gwent Police, and I think it did. He understood what I was doing. He knew without me asking. I suspect that you know exactly what this is as well.
Oh yeah.
You know. Yeah, you know. So, what is it with the the information gathering then with us guys? What's the end game?
This is genuinely the most powerful moment in this entire video, and it deserves full attention. He looks the inspector straight in the eye and tells him that 18,000 people are watching this conversation happen in real time. He calls out the deeply disgraceful disconnect that exists between the public and the police force today. He names Wayne Couzens directly and challenges every officer standing there to start using cameras as a bridge to rebuild trust rather than treating them as a threat to avoid. The inspector has very little left to say, and what he does say is a quiet but clear acknowledgement that the point has landed.
Must be, because you're the police. The thing is like it trickles down, do you know what I mean? And so obviously something has been said.
I'll let you know a little secret. Sounds awesome, you actually reading the briefings.
Oh, is it?
Alright. Like I said, you're not doing anything towards, so I've got no issues with you. So,
yeah, that's cool.
And
is there any? Can I come and have a look around the station then?
Not at the moment.
You got an open day soon?
Yeah.
When is that? Nah. The only open days I've heard of is like Bristol Open Doors, where they open up all like the catacombs underneath Bristol and stuff like that.
We haven't done it for a while because obviously COVID.
Yeah.
But we normally have an open day in here where you can come and see the dogs, you can come inside, have
Really?
a look around, yeah.
I'd love to. If I come down on that open day, can I record?
Yeah.
I can, yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, because people bring in their mobile phones and film.
Is it?
Have a look online and you'll see the chief getting eaten by a dog.
No, not.
Yeah. not literally, obviously. But
It usually happens around September.
Yeah. Oh, but September's gone.
It might do it a little later
just
this
outside
year,
the
but
middle.
with COVID, but what
Yeah.
you're saying about good relations with the police and that,
Yeah.
that's exactly why you put that open day on.
Yeah, that's good, because that's why I'm here. I mean, obviously you've had the memo. I got the memo here. You know what I mean? But I feel like I brought this up with the chief superintendent the other day. Like, there's a line in this which I don't agree with, which is why I have to say that based on like this, I wouldn't call myself an auditor, because it says that auditors go out there specifically to look for reactions, testing security and stuff like that. When that's not what the point of it is. Like I said to you guys just now, like I mean, the people, I can't speak for everybody, but like I say, I've got a good following, and the people that watch my videos, all we want is interactions like this. I know we started a little bit funny, but you know, it would be so nice to come to police stations or headquarters or wherever and interact with police.
And then comes the moment that genuinely nobody in the comments saw coming. The inspector openly and without hesitation invites him to the station open day and confirms he would be completely free to record inside the building. He contrasts this warmly with his recent visit to Gwent Police Headquarters, where the chief superintendent was equally open and welcoming. He then calls out a pattern that every auditor knows too well: press offices across every force that stay completely silent when approached about problems but are always quick to respond when there is good publicity to push out. The double standard is sitting right there on camera for everyone to see.
Say actually things like this, you know, we've got an open day, why don't you come down, you can record, you can show things, because I have people from other countries as well who watch it. No, I'll go anywhere.
Gloucestershire, your favourite?
Gloucestershire, oh, it's my favourite now so far. It's better than Avon and Somerset, that's for sure. Yeah, they don't like. What is it with Avon and Somerset police, man? I don't know. Like, they're all so grumpy. Like, I went to Gwent a few days ago, and like I say, I spoke to the chief superintendent, and he was a lovely man. Again, we walked around there. They let us inside, walking around and stuff like that. So, you know, it's good to be able to help bridge that gap.
If you were to arrange it, if you say,
I contact your press office all the time. Every police press office, they just ignore me. Yeah. Because there's little experiments we have, like if if I was to contact your press office right now and say, there's this really good police constable, blah blah blah, I could guarantee I'll have a, yeah. No, but I could guarantee that I would have a positive response, an affirmative response back. But if I call up or email to say, like, can I come in, or this has happened and it wasn't really acceptable, silence. Which is what, and you know, it creates division. Do you know what I mean? When all we really want is... Do you remember the days with community policing?
Sometimes people don't reply as well.
Yeah.
It's not just because...
No. Oh, yeah, it may not be, but it's just I think back to certain things. Like I tell my subscribers are going to be annoyed at me for telling this story again, but I tell it all the time, right? So, I grew up on a housing estate. I could have gone criminal, or I could have done something else, right? It's a police officer that saved me by betting me a rugby ball that I couldn't run up and down this steep ass hill, and I didn't do it. I couldn't do it, but he bought me the rugby ball anyway. So I started playing rugby. I played for England twice at under 14, and he saved me from that. But there's no police officers really like that anymore.
He gets personal in this part, and honestly, it is the moment that makes this whole video feel real. He tells the story of how a police officer once came into his life at exactly the right moment when he was growing up on a rough estate and could easily have gone the wrong way. That officer bet him he could not run up a steep hill and bought him a rugby ball regardless of whether he managed it or not. He ended up playing rugby for England at under 14 level. He credits that one officer with changing the entire direction of his life. Then he asks the hard question, where are those officers now? The inspector goes quiet because deep down he already knows the answer.
You don't really see much community police officers on the street, and
Things have changed.
yeah, but
we've got a lot of incidents to attend, and
yeah,
very few people anymore.
yeah.
But they still exist.
But I feel like if there was more of that community policing and more community engagement, that would give more people the want and the will to be police officers.
We lost neighbourhood policing for a while.
Yeah.
Things changed, but it is coming back now.
Is it?
Strongly, yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll start to see neighbourhood engagement happening.
I notice it a little bit more in Bristol. Like there's a road in Bristol called Stokes Croft with lots of drunks and homeless people, and I see a lot of police around there now engaging with. There's some nice officers around there. Do you know what I mean? And they get involved and try to help out. So it's nice to see. Well, I know that. What the thing is though is there are a lot of police officers out there who don't. Like only last week I was handcuffed for trespass. Now you're an inspector. You know there has to be a necessity for handcuffs. I'm either trying to get away or I'm a danger to myself or someone else. You could spoke to me for like 15 minutes now. I'm not a danger. I'm soft as shit. Do you know what I mean? It's the truth. So I didn't need to end up in handcuffs, but it's things like that that obviously make everybody think, oh wow, all police are this way. Do you know what I mean? When I know you're not. Like I say to police officers a lot of the time, I know that you're a human before you put on a uniform. Yeah. Do you know? However,
you're trying to get comment about Wayne Couzens, but
no, I'm not. You don't have to comment, but it'd be nice if you did.
Well, we can't really because it's difficult because we haven't been briefed or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but take yourself.
Kind of stuff. But what I would say is, remember Harold Shipman?
Yeah.
GP.
Yeah.
Killed lots of old people.
Mhm.
Not everybody hates GPs now.
No, I know.
Or the midwife that killed others.
I know.
Not everybody hates midwives. But we get a really hard rep because Wayne Couzens did a terrible thing. And now everybody hates police.
Do you want to know why that is?
Then he drops the moment that reframes this entire interaction. He reveals that just last week he was put in handcuffs for trespass. He turns to the inspector and asks directly where the legal necessity was in that situation. No resistance, no aggression, no threat to himself or anyone around him. Nothing that legally justifies restraint. He connects it straight back to Wayne Couzens and makes the wider point that when officers overstep like that, even once, it does not just damage trust in that one officer. It poisons the well for every single decent officer still out there genuinely trying to do the job with integrity.
Well, you're the police.
Yeah, well, exactly.
You know, you're the police. You should hold particular standards.
100%.
Like, I don't blame guys like you for people like Wayne Couzens because you didn't vet him. He didn't come to you and apply. But I feel like there needs to be more rigorous vetting process and stuff like that. And I also think that you should allow people with criminal records in. I know that he had, but if the vetting process was proper,
we do to an extent.
you know,
Not full on criminal.
no, but people who have been around on the streets, like you say about community policing, if you want to bring back community policing and community engagement, it would make sense to have people who are from the community. And in bad communities or poorer communities, chances are those people are going to have criminal records.
Conviction won't preclude you from joining the police.
Yeah, okay.
It has to be kind of assessed, obviously.
Yeah. Would you believe I applied to be a police officer from school? I got rejected because I had too many spelling mistakes.
When was that?
Well, way back, 97, 98.
Okay.
Yeah,
Trying again?
Nah, not now.
No?
No. Well, no, my subscribers would hate me if I did that.
Oh, why? Your subscribers not like the police.
Well, they love what I do. I feel like I'm in a good position here because I know I get violated a lot by police, but I like to put myself here because let's be honest, like I would hope that after you guys interacting with me, you'd be like, oh shit, you know what? Not all auditors are bad, and some of them are actually. Ed. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to carry on having a look around and find some police cars and stuff, but.
Yeah, the guys have probably said as long as you can film anything you like, as long as it's not in the.
Not as long as I don't climb a fence. I'm not going to climb a fence. Who wants to break into a police station? Has it? Right, I heard this before, but when?
Do you remember? I think it was Pajama Boy he was referred to.
Well, I've not heard of that. I'm gonna have a look for that when I get home.
They close things out debating vetting processes, whether people with criminal records should be allowed to join the force, and what real community recruitment should actually look like. Then, out of nowhere, he drops that he once applied to be a police officer himself straight out of school and got rejected because of too many spelling mistakes on the application. The whole mood lifts instantly and both sides end up genuinely laughing together. What started as a tense confrontation with name demands, body cam violations, and legal challenges ends with two sides actually talking like human beings. That right there is exactly what real accountability looks like when it works the way it should. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one.